The Rap Roundtable.
Yes, sir. The Rap Roundtable returns with another edition, another rendition, another installment of the vaunted Lunch Hour. It's your boy Jav here alongside the homie Mace. Sincere and Diddy couldn't make it. They have personal affairs to tend to. So you got us two. You know what time we on. It's 2/3 of the chatty boys. We will all the nonsense. We will all the smoke. We like when it's up in hip hop because it gives us something to talk about. I'm sorry that Cinder's not here to balance it out, but we will all the shits. That's what it's all about. Hit that like button. Run those comments up. Hit the subscribe button. Shout out to everybody who's been giving us a chance. You know, our podcast has been coming across new algorithms, so to speak. So for those people who are pulling in for the first, second, or third time, we appreciate you clicking and tapping in to get familiar with what we do. Because again, with so many rap podcasts out here, so many different podcasts that you're out here, the fact that you took time to click and watch, that means something. Salute to y'all. But anyway, they don't want to hear us talk too crazy. They're here for the rap talk. Follow us on the socials. You see we're inside Twitter, X, Instagram, you know what I mean? Facebook. Lock in with us. Let's make it happen. But Macito, Symba calls himself calling out J. Cole. The worst week ever for J. Cole continues. Because it's got to be like the worst week ever. Maybe he's had worse weeks before he was a signed rapper. But since he's been on, this has got to be the worst week ever. So now Symba comes out, drops some bars. Symba's not one to be played with when it comes to the bars. He can rap. We know that. He's one of the best young spitters out there today. And I guess he sees an opportunity with what's going on with J. Cole to say, you know what, I'm throwing my hat in the ring. So when you see that, right? For me, Mace, I'm looking at it like it's clout chasing. To me, that's my first knee-jerk reaction is Symba is clout chasing. He see Cole is on the ropes. He's trying to get trendy. He want to be in the mix. But then there's other people that say, based on Cole's actions, this is to be expected. People are going to challenge him. So is this clout chasing by Symba, or is it a new challenger for J. Cole?
Joe, the most important word you said just now is opportunity. Symba's a little bit of an opportunist, yes. The last few times we've seen him in the headlines, other than this, was the whole Nas thing, right? The whole top 10 list with B. Dot, who always makes headlines, right? And Rob Markman, I believe, along with Tierra Whack. We saw him saying he was a better rapper than Eminem sometime. I don't know if that was an IG live or what. Symba's an opportunist, absolutely. So when you say clout chasing, I think that makes a lot of people upset. They're like, yo, you know, this is rap, you know, he's putting his name in the ring, you know what I mean? This is not how you put your name in the ring, to be honest with you. Nobody's thinking about you, Symba. I'm gonna be real. So my first two distinct thoughts was that, listen, Symba, every time there's something that can be a headline made from, Symba's gonna run to the middle of the bag for sure. You know what I mean? So I can see where you came with the clout chasing, but listen, when you don't scrap in the parking lot, when the bully comes and says let's fight, everybody feels like they can step in on you and stomp you out. You know what I mean? J. Cole, you gonna get this everywhere you go, bro. This is just what it is. Like, and you deserve it at the end of the day. So I'm gonna be honest. Although this is a clout chasing move by Symba, and although Symba, you know, he often just kind of just puts himself in the middle of something that don't have nothing to do with him. I'll level with you there, Jav. But J. Cole deserves this. He deserves the lashing by every MC in the game who considers themselves competitive. I don't think this is gonna progress, you know, Symba in any way to get towards the top 3. No, I'm not going. He's not my next contender. You know what I'm saying? Despite this 10-year-old control freestyle, you know what I'm saying? But listen, J. Cole, I'm all here for people just kind of, you know, stomping out J. Cole lyrically right now.
Okay, you know what? And that's the thing, because now with these new culture vultures getting into these conversations and saying that hip hop wasn't competitive and it's a made up narrative. People who are like 26 years old who did not do any type of knowledge, have not gone back. They entry to hip hop with snap music. They really don't know the history of hip hop, and they refuse to do the Googles, but they'll come on Twitter loud and raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is based on competition. Then I see people trying to use our energy against us when I was like, it's clout chasing. Is this not competition? Is this not competition? And it's like, Y'all gotta stop playing. People have got this signature move where it's like they play dense when it suits them as far as they argue. Right? So for you to be like, and if matter of fact, I want to make this real clear. If you don't have a blue check on Twitter and you play dense for the sake of engagement farming, which means you're wasting people's time for free, I'm very disappointed in you. As a person who don't have no kind of blue checks anywhere, I would never engagement farm. I want to have real conversation. So if you come in and you say, oh, it's competition and you're playing dense for the sake of engagement and throwing out all of the facts, don't talk to me. Because it's like that was one gentleman who did that, and it's like, is it not competition? Is it not in the spirit? Nah, because you got to look at the whole totality of the situation. If Symba would have did this, let's say a month from now, nobody's thinking about J. Cole. We moved on to the next topic. The Falloff isn't out yet. We've left that man alone. The worst week ever is over, and he called him out. I'd have been like, oh, all right, Symba, I see the vision. I might could get with that. But the fact that you did it this week, when this man is the trendiest name in hip hop, like it's not. And the thing is, you can hide behind a veil of competition. That makes it corny. We got to always look at context here. He only did that because he knew that people like us and people all over the internet would talk about him. So with that being said, it's like, this is corny, and it's like, and if you attach that onto what he did with the Nas commentary on that panel, it's like, why are you getting so comfortable with being corny, Symba? Because this is corny, and it's like your rapping suggests that you're supposed to be in elite conversations, and we shouldn't even be using the word corny next to your name, but your actions is corny. This is corny behavior, because it's like, you know damn well that J. Cole does not give a fuck about you. No disrespect. But it's just like, if he was considering going to war with J. Cole, you think he's looking at Symba? Are you kidding me? Are the Denver Nuggets looking at the team in the lottery? The Denver Nuggets is getting ready for the Western Conference playoffs. They're looking for a back-to-back championship. J. Cole is looking at a situation like the Falloff is out. I got a little smart on my name, self-inflicted. I don't have time to look at no lottery teams. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you get offended, it's not even about saying that you're not nice. Be clear, I'm saying that you are nice. What I'm saying is that your position in hip hop right now amongst the heavyweight teams, heavyweight rappers, is that of a lottery team. You got to get your weight up, Symba. And calling out J. Cole when he's down, that's opportunist vibes to me. If you, the way you talk in your interviews, you talk you a killer, you talking you a marksman amongst spitters. So if you a marksman, you a killer, don't wait till your opponent's down and you could get some free clicks and run your streams up. That's nasty work to me. Because you go on all these interviews, you talk about your history, you did the whole Jay-Z I'm better than you argument, you talk about building up the infrastructure and becoming one of the best. The people that you talk about, they wouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? They just wouldn't. Like, if it's beef, it's beef. If it's competition, it's competition. You left field in this, you're a clout chaser. And the thing is, being that you're signed to Atlantic Records, we know Atlantic has a history of making their rappers chase clout because that's the business model. I'm sorry if your label did that to you, but if you did this on your own, Symba, I'm very disappointed, Mace.
And see, that's the thing, Job. Like, as two podcasters, right? We can tell when somebody's paying attention to the algorithm, right? And two people who've been accused of using certain rappers for clicks, we also can recognize when that's happening. So when we watch the way Symba's been moving, because does Symba have a string of freestyles? You know what I mean? Maybe the chat could correct me if not. Has Symba been putting in work? Has he been doing his thing? Is this just one of the many freestyles that Symba's been done in the past few? I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's a little nasty, right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who, maybe a month ago you would have been begging for a feature. You now using his, you using his name for clout. You know what I'm saying? Right. But, I'm not gonna lie, when the big dogs in the game, they don't handle their business, the game goes in disarray. Like, listen, when people come at you, you gotta handle your business. You know what I'm saying? This was the clash of the Titans. Like, there's plenty of people 20 years ago who was taking shots at Jay and Nas on plenty sides, but they had to meet at the top. You know what I mean? So I think this is gonna be a byproduct of, of course, clout chasing, of course, people just trying to get in the algorithm, if you will. But listen, man, like it's gonna be a fight for the top, right? Like we sidewalk guys, like you said, right, y'all? But we know like if the big dog might get locked up, or if he dies, then a bunch of the little guys come through and try to take over the block. They trying to take over J. Cole's block. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's tough because you made a really good point. If he had been extremely active, that then even if I would have still thought it was clout chasing, at least a guy who's active is seeing the opportunity to even level up his activity. But for you to just be not even on the bench, you was in the audience and just ran into the arena and then dropped this verse, and then for y'all to sanction it and talk about it in the realm of competition, that's bullshit. This is like if there's a definition of clout chasing is making a diss record at the guy or calling out the guy who's having the worst week ever after he took himself out of a beef situation, a rap competition situation. Like, to me, like, overall, this whole situation is whack. I think it's corny, you know what I mean? But to be fair, as you said, Mace, J. Cole did put it on himself. So the question I gotta ask is it free smoke for J. Cole? Is this the opening for multiple rappers to come through and take shots at this dreadlocked individual? Is like should J. Cole have the Teflon on and be prepared for a multitude? Because again, it's like the worst thing about like things happening to you in public is that becomes who you are. If you get punched in your face on a block and everybody see it and you don't fight back, you pussy. And it's like, maybe you not. Maybe you just got caught. He caught you. You know what I mean? Shit happens. But the world believes that you're not that anymore. To me, if Symba of all people is doing this, then that tells me that it's up for J. Cole, no?
Absolutely. Kendrick started it, right? Is you like that? Cole proved that he's not. There's a couple bars on, the new Future album, We Still Don't Like You, although it's very R&B-ish and pop-ish in nature. J. Cole has a little feature on there, and he even admits to running from smoke, right? That's what he says on the track, yo. I don't know if it was recorded beforehand or not, you know what I'm saying? But it's very apropos at this point. It's absolutely free smoke for J. Cole. And it's going to be from the people who wanted his spot. It's going to be from his peers. I can imagine that on the next Drake album, there's going to be a couple subs at Cole, bro. Like, yeah. I'm going to be honest, you know what I'm saying? This is a person, I saw Benny the Butcher call J. Cole straight up the best rapper in the game in a recent interview when he was promoting his real recent album. I feel like rappers of that ilk are going to be let down by this. You don't think Ransom might have a little shot for him and is on the next? Come on, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. It's absolutely gonna be free smoke for J. Cole from the people who wanted his spot, from the peers who thought that he might have been on their level, might still think it, you know what I'm saying? But are just disappointed in the moves. It's gonna be from everywhere. J. Cole needs to be prepared. It's gonna however bad he thought it was gonna get in a potential back and forth between Kendrick. I think he might have made the bad move because I think it's going to get even worse in the game for him.
And you got to look at it from that perspective because if the spitters like Styles P made that comment, being about like how confused and how conflicted he was while he respected it. I think Low Key said it on our pod as well. Well, they both see the mental health side of it, but SP is one of our shoguns. And to me, if one of our masters of the craft is looking at it from that side of it, as far as mastery and how you evaded the situation, it's tough. Like it's I don't want to continue to pile on Cole because we've seen the videos, we've seen what's going on. I'm trying to find an angle to spin this positively, but going from Styles P saying I see, I understand. But the competitor in me, the shogun in me, whatever, to Symba jumping out the window, you just saying now Rand is known for that. Rand, and the thing is, when Rand do those bars, it's not even like the crux of the song. It's just a throwaway. It's a throwaway stray that's gonna connect because he'll be telling the story and he'll use J. Cole dunking the smoke as a metaphor. It won't even be part of the main crux of the song. Like he's basically in front of a firing squad right now, and it's like. Why did you do this, bro? And it's like, there's people saying, oh, the name of the album is The Falloff, and this is one like big rollout like a stage situation where it's going to lead to him, quote, falling off, or some people are saying he's going to retire. Right. And I got to say, if this is the plan, this is a dumbass plan. and then you rapping about ducking the smoke on the Future project. It's like, I almost want people to actually continue this. I want more rappers to come out and take a shot at Cole, because I think at this point, Cole has put himself in a position of weakness to where all of these guys take shots at him, and he's going to have to revert back. He's going to have to fight against his spirit and fight back against these guys, because you can't run around screaming you the best. This is like you running around, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. You tell everybody, you're going to scream for the win, I'm the best. And as soon as the first dude challenge you, you duck.
The first dude that challenged you after, according to subs, you challenged him first, right?
Come on, bro.
Job, I'm glad you mentioned the absolute fan fiction from Cole fans, the absolute spin, the narratives. It's disgusting on the timeline right now. The Cole fans that are trying to mention how what you're saying about this being supposed to be for his album, or like Cole having some sort of master plan where he planned this the whole time. Like, come on, man. Take your L. Cole went out like you know what I mean? He went out bad, bro. Like, listen, you speaking to a Drake and a Jay-Z fan. We've both been here, okay? We've taken L's on the grandest of stages, okay? We know what it's like. This ain't the way as a fan to go with this, man. This whole acting like J. Cole is really behind this the whole time. No, somebody came with smoke. What a lot of people, I think it's a great verse. I'm not here to hear, Inspect the Deck on Above the Clouds on every single verse. Right. I understand, you don't have to be A1 lyrically for a verse to be great. I think it's a great verse. But a lot of people are even saying that the verse ain't even all that. And you ducking that smoke, Cole. Like, I can't imagine if people was really on your head, what you would be like. This whole, I don't want to be how I was 10 years ago, this, that, and the third. Control was 10 years ago. I don't remember a J. Cole response. So I don't know what he's talking about when he say he trying not to be the old him. That's like when your mans be like, yo, man, I'm not trying to be how I was. And bro stole some chips from the corner store. Like, you're not like that, bro. Like, Cole, stop it, bro. Cole fans, y'all also need to stop it.
And it's like J. Cole just reminded people why a lot of them wasn't rocking with him. A lot of heads. Because again, he was the college boy rapper. He was the rapper that people who weren't heads were gravitating towards. We used to mock him. Hell, yeah. Kendrick Lamar mocked him. Kendrick Lamar called him Jermaine Cole on Control. Like, and it was everybody else got called a rap name. It was the way he said Jermaine Cole. Like, he didn't take you seriously. And it's like, you reminded people of that. On top of the fact that, to me, like, if Drake and Kendrick don't squabble, I'm blaming J. Cole's foolery on stage at Dreamville. I feel like he came through and he killed the party. He the lame who it was a lit party. He just got the whole party shut down because it was too much noise. He's in a situation right now where, honestly, bro, you might get the Universal fuck out of here, because it's like these decisions are asinine. They're ridiculous. And again, for the sake of clarity, I'm speaking specifically towards his decisions when it comes to the competition, because there are J. Cole fans, a multitude, in millions, droves. The Falloff is going to come out, it's going to do well. So I'm not going to ask you if he can recover, because I don't even think his sales are going to take a hit. But is there, because, Coop said on his pod that you can't separate the artist from the competitor. I'm saying you can, because when that music drop and the Falloff comes out, we're all going to press play and we're all going to grade the music. Can you separate the competitor from the artist, Mace?
Absolutely. Cole, his fan base is too strong. Cole has historically one of the strongest fan bases in the game. He's still a great rapper, right? His raps didn't get worse. You know what I'm saying? He's in a position where, he kind of seemed like a player, like a Paul George level player, and all of a sudden he was at MVP level, you know what I'm saying? And maybe we just not looking at him as MVP level anymore, you know what I'm saying? So he's still great. He's still, just like you say, gonna go multi-platinum. He probably, he might, and let's be real about artistry here. He might create some of the best music he's ever created due to this controversy, due to having his back against the wall. We know how great artists work. You know what I'm saying? We might get some classic shit if you want to be honest with you. But it's just, within, when we get into those, purist debates and we get into, our podcasting, you know what I mean? You mentioned Coop's Pod, shout to them, you know what I mean? When we start arguing with them about who's the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? When Sin come in here caping for Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go, y'all. This is going to be a big strike against him, right? It's going to be a huge strike against him. And it's always going to be, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has an Achilles heel, right? Like, everybody has it. This is one of the bigger Achilles heel that a rapper can have. You know what I'm saying? Drake had the ghostwriting rumors. That's quite a strike. You know what I'm saying? This is that level. Let's be honest here.
That's a fact. And I just want to say that, we don't want to hear the boastful raps, but we're not going to front like when that album drops and it's fire. We're not going to come on here and say it's fire. We just understand that he's not like that. That's all. Let's not conflate the two. You could be not like that and still be a great rapper, because it ain't like he majestically forgot how to rap because he didn't want to battle Kendrick anymore. He's still one of the ones. The music is still going to be there. So I don't want us to just because I feel like there's a rush and people are fighting to kind of I don't want to say cancel, but they want to write Kendrick off now. They want to just erase him. And it's he's too good to be erased. In fact, I feel like we should show him a little grace as far as the artistry. We can write him off as a competitor, but let's not be disrespectful and write off the artistry because we're mad he don't want to compete anymore. And that's ridiculous. That's super ridiculous to me.
I agree.
Let's not do that. Before we get out of here, we got a couple more topics to get to. This one won't be too long. I just want to say, I see that he's on this Future project. And Future's in Kendrick's bag, and Cole gets on there.
For sure.
And it's not missed upon myself and people on the net that the week that this project is coming out, he's on Dreamville Fest, apologizing to Kendrick. Is it because he looks crazy being on this project? I don't know. But the question I have overall is, did he switch sides? What's going on here? I thought it was Rap Civil War, Mace.
Listen, Cole is Switzerland, bro. He don't want no problems with nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. I don't think he's gonna be out here all of a sudden sending shots at Drake. You know what I'm saying? He just went on a very successful tour with Drake. This is Cole's vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with everybody, y'all. I don't want no problems, so I don't look at it as switching sides. I just look at it as the white flag.
White Flag Entertainment. Now he looked crazy. This album, the part one of this album came out 2-3 weeks ago, and the talk of it was a Drake diss album, and then the sequel comes out, and you're on it after going on tour with Drake. You look messy to me. You look kind of clownish to me, Cole. I'm not gonna lie. But all the allegations or all the infractions, I should say, they're adding up. This is clown behavior. What are you doing?
A Drake diss album that you got dissed on. So you got dissed on part one. You know what I'm saying? Blueprint 2 featuring Nation and Jungle. What?
What are we doing here? Honestly, Cole, that's what I'm saying. This guy is having the worst week ever. Because it's to me, you shut up then. I don't want to be disrespectful. But it's if Cole was my guy, he was just a regular homie in the circle, and he did the same things that J. Cole has done, we will be barking at him. What the fuck? Stop talking to niggas. Stop making shit up. Stop switching sides. Stop crew hopping. What are you doing? You can't be on tour with Drake, shooting at Kendrick, changing your mind about Kendrick, and ending up on a Future project all in the same week. What are you doing? Who's and Lo said that he has a strong team. And I get that. He does. You don't get this far in rap or in the music business without a strong team. Right. But who's signing off on these decisions?
Who thinks this is a good move? I get it. Cole, he want to have a clean conscience, a clear psyche, whatever, this, that, and the third. And just don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We turning your song to a funeral. That was the first bar on First Person Shooter. First bar on like that, the coffin's out your necks. Like you got dissed on this. Like to act like like that's between them, bro. Like I'm cool with everybody. No, you got dissed, Cole. Like so it looks crazy that you just are like fuck it. Like it is what it is. I don't know. It just it looks crazy. It's just like you say, we're not trying to pile on because I'm listening to the Falloff. You know what I'm saying? But it looks crazy. Like what's going on, Cole?
Like, but we could call the actions what they are. This is corny behavior. Like if a woman saw this from the outside looking in, and she saw all of the actions that Cole just did, she would call him corny. She might call him a fuck nigga, honestly, because it's a lot of fuck nigga activity happening right here. Like in the streets, if he did this, things would happen. You know what I mean? Who you with?
Who you with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then you saying you're not with nobody, but you in VIP with one crew, you on the block with the other crew. I'm cool with everybody. Yeah, okay. But you
we know how that dude. Ends up.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Like Cole, like this is a bad idea, and it's like I hate this for him. After this week, I think he needs to go away for a couple of weeks because this is a fast cycle. Again, I want to keep reiterating. We're not saying that his music career is done. We don't think he's done creatively by any stretch. It's just about the competition aspect and being in such a negative news cycle that he needs to go away and let the world be mad at somebody else and then come back outside. There's people on Twitter saying they don't even want to hear his verse on the Future project. It's like it's too soon to hear new Cole. Like they just disgusted with the guy. So it's like you need to just clear out, gang. That's all. And make better decisions. If you go fall off gracefully. You falling off for the fun right now. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? And I hate that for this guy. I've never thought a day would come when I'll be this annoyed by J. Cole. Because he never moved me in no type of way for me to ever be annoyed or overly hyped. But like this is corny behavior over a few weeks span. I was like, bro, you know, on top of the fact that you made a record that you didn't want to make, and then you apologize in front of your whole fan base at Dreamville Fest. Like, golly, bro, like stop, dude. Just give us a rest. Now you want Future album? Give us a rest. You know what I mean? But anyway, we're gonna get up out of here. This is a little quick situation because we had to recap J. Cole's worst week ever. But yo, Mace, you know what I mean? Before we get out of here, I just want to say something and I'm gonna pass it to you. I know that 2024 is the year of controversy. It's a year of revelations and people speaking their truths for better or worse. We've seen for better with Cat Williams and J. Cole and Kendrick, and for worse with J. Cole and Kendrick in the same way. And I think I'm going to file this next situation under for worse. I know we want to get our shit off, but we don't need a Chris Brown and Quavo beef. We don't need that. Nobody wants it. Like, we're not arguing about ladies on wax. Like, this is like the real rappers is outside. And I respect, I love Quavo. Let's be clear. I love what Quavo does. I love what Chris Brown does. But we don't need y'all doing this. This is like let the real niggas do let the real rappers do the real rapper stuff. Like let's not do this, Mace.
You know, I think this is just another chapter that, you know, lessens the seriousness of Quavo's career at this point. It's been pretty bad for Quavo as a solo artist, as, you know, rest in peace, Takeoff's been gone and Offset has done his own thing. Like, Quavo, he don't have a lot of reasons for us to take him seriously at this point. He dropped a terrible, I don't know if it was a mixtape or album recently. This looks just as bad. Just like you say, Jaw. We didn't need this, man. We didn't need this at all. I'm good.
I'm following this under my favorite thing. Nobody asked for this. The latest installment of Nobody Asked for This. Quavo versus Chris Brown. Chris Brown is an R&B singer who can rap. He can rap from time to time, and that's cool, and that's all good and well. I'm hearing the Quavo response that he's doing the melodic rapping, dissing Chris Brown. Like, nobody asked for this. I understand that's the energy of the year, but listen. Just date Karrueche if that's what's going on. If that's what the situation is, just date her and keep it off wax. We don't give a fuck.
Karrueche, who's selling feet pics the last time I saw her on Twitter. Shouts to her.
I didn't know that.
Listen, this is we call what we that before clout chasing. This is clout chasing too. Like I don't know who started off this whole beef shit in 2024. Maybe Nicki and Meg were the first ones to really make it seem lucrative. Drake, Kendrick, and Cole have taken it to the heavyweight division. But all of y'all gonna be dissing each other now. I'm good. Like we clearly need P Cutter from the Street Wars days back in the game. This would have been like track 39 on there. They back and forth.
And with that, this is the lunch hour. You got Jav, Macito. Shout out to the homie Sincere. Shout out to the homie Deanie who couldn't make it. Take care of your business, fellas. The lunch hour is here. Like, comment, subscribe. Roundtablemerch.com. Get you one of these. If you're feeling generous, hit us on the Cash App. Whatever you do, whatever you put into the Rap Roundtable goes right back into the brand. The live Monday Night Raw will be back on there to talk about whatever transpires. If in fact these songs from Drake and Kendrick, these nuclear records according to Joe Budden actually drops, we'll be here to talk about it. Or we'll find something else to be mad about and we'll talk about that. But until then, it's the lunch hour. What's happening with y'all real soon. Peace.